You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit. The views and opinions expressed on the following show are not necessarily the views and opinions of WHPS, its affiliates, management, or sponsors.
Calling all entrepreneurs, backed by popular demand. That's right, The Coffee Man Show has launched a brand new series, 15 weeks of Ibuumerang training, starting August 6th, every Thursday to November 12th, from 6 to 7 p.m. Come get in the way of this information by giving him a call at 313-686-4817. That's 313-686-4817, starting August 6th, every Thursday to November 12th. The Coffee Man Show.
Hey, welcome. My name is Edgar Lohman, a.k.a. Coffee Man. Special edition of presentation going on as we speak. That's right. Ibuumerang is a company that was put together a little over 18 months ago in a few days, and we are taking today's society by storm. That's right. We're coming in. We're letting people know who we are. We're also letting people know what we do. And I'm here today to let you know how it's done. That's right, Ibuumerang. Once again, my name is Edgar Lohman. I'm 60 years old. I made a decision a little over 18 months ago in a few days to follow a young man that I've been knowing since 2012 that has just been breaking multiple records in areas that has been financially incentivized. And it kind of piqued my interest to the point of, if we're going to follow anybody in life on this planet, you might as well be following somebody that is doing something and getting results. Let's go right into the presentation. The name of the company is Ibuumerang. Now, what does it mean? When you think about a boomerang, you think about a funny looking stick that you throw and it comes back. And the beautiful thing about that is that Ibuumerang company throws out good gesture. And naturally, what you send out naturally comes back. That's one of the laws of the earth. You know, like gravity is a law where if you jump off the chair, you're going to come down to the earth. So that's another law. Sowing and weeping, that's another law. You know, it's amazing. So let's go right into it. And after talking about different things, we always got to bring up the disclaimer on the strength of we're going to be talking about money. And we're going to be talking about major amounts of money. So the disclaimer is simple. Ibuumerang cannot and will not make any guarantees about your personal ability to get results on earning any money with our program or our information or our tools or the strategies that we put in place. The plan rewards for you for selling products and services to the customers. While the opportunity is unlimited, individual results will currently vary, depend on many factors, such as the commitment level, individual efforts, and marketing skills. Now, what they're talking about here, you can relate this to a gym membership. So if you think about it, they just started opening up Planet Fitness. I think it was a couple days, might even been as far as a week, but they're not 24 hours. And as things grow to that point, you'll have access to what we used to have access to. I'm a membership of the gym as well. And I know in the beginning I paid X amount of dollars and I pay X amount of dollars a month. Now, the thing about the gym, just like any type of disclaimer, is that they don't guarantee you're going to get muscles if you don't show up. They don't guarantee that the treadmill will come to you and say, get on me. Uh, the personal investment that you make is based on an internal thing that you got going on inside you, based on what you want from the investment. Because some investments like gyms and things of that nature turn into a bill based on your participation. So here in Ibuumerang, this is an investment in your personal development, and what you put in, you will definitely get out. All right. And now, speaking of Ibuumerang, it's time for you to take control. What do I mean? We've all been told to go home. We all been told to stay in the house. We've been told on a global scale that you have to wear a mask when you're in public, and things the way they used to be will not be that way anymore. We've been told that as a collective group of people on the planet. Wow. And since you used to go to a building for employment, the employer is saying, stay home. Here's this computer. Here's these buttons that tell me that you're at the computer. You also get a button if you need to walk away. But if that button is pushed too long, then we can start taking money away from you from home. Home-based business. It's time for you to earn more money. If you're at home anyway, the best thing to do at home, if you're working from home, is to earn income in multiple different ways. It's time for you to start a home-based business. Don't let the boss that pays you give you an ideal to work from home. Let that ideal come from you being at home, and what can you do out here to get your business started from home, your business. Because anything you're doing at home, you've been taught how to do it from the job, and now you've been taught on a deeper level how to do it from home. That means if you can build their business from your home, you can build your business from your home. Let's look at our mission to provide an opportunity to succeed without selling by offering a 5-star lifestyle at a 3-star price. What do I mean by that? Yes, we're going to provide an opportunity. And this is an opportunity that has not been out here because it's without selling. Wow, wait a minute. You telling me that you have an opportunity out here based on the disclaimer, meaning if I invest in it and I follow a proven system, that I can actually make income from home without selling anything. Absolutely right. That's exactly what I'm telling you. And hashtag, we're just different. And that's really all we're looking to be, is just different. That's right, a 5-star lifestyle. When you think of the levels of lifestyle, you can pretty much place yourself in one of those areas between 1 and 5, and you can probably want to be a higher number, because they have 7, 8, 9, 10 style lifestyles. They do, based on your personal growth. So here we have a 5-star lifestyle, meaning you can go hang out on a level of 5-star at a financial situation of 3-star. And let me show you how that works. Taking you from an outdated business model, like the taxi cab era and the cassette tape, the record player, the stove, when you think about, I can go way back to ice boxes, to where we evolved to the point to where the customer pays more and only the most experienced win in areas to where they are considered champions in selling. And you're so quick to say you're not a salesperson. Well, not in a store you're not per se, but you are always selling yourself to something. Your spouse, your significant other, the job interview. You're selling yourself subconsciously. And how is that going so far? So we're moving into a modern era, making money only when the customers save money. Okay, so that have to be new, because I don't know any company out here that is paying people when they save. Because you figure just saving penny earned is a penny saved is a penny earned. But if I go somewhere with the intentions to spend $5 and get there and it's only $2, then I save $3. Wow. But then you pay me $1.50 out of the $3 because I saved, and you get 100% of half of that. Wow. In a cash form. We'll elaborate on that as we go. Advanced tools that was created through our platform, through our company, to help you succeed with proven leadership. Wow, and I use that word leadership because everything in life rises and falls on leadership. You look at the person you making a decision to follow. You look at your minister. You look at your job leaders and job bosses and things of that nature. And based on the structure and the distance you'll go will be based on the decisions that they make while you're in their company. It is amazing what's taking place out here. So let's look at the history of the leadership team. Now here you have Holton Buggs in the yellow and blue right there. He has a track record that has been proven. And when you look at following anybody, you want to look at a track record, like a Oprah Winfrey, like a Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, all of those guys and different women that has been proven that if they showed up anywhere, the recognition and things of that nature, and the undivided attention that they will get based on their personal track record. So let's look at Holton Buggs. In 1990, less than $500 a month for the first 7 years. Wow, you're looking at something that if a person was working for 7 years and only accumulated $500 a month, that was I'm trusting that he didn't do it for the money. He done it because of the personal development that he receiving. I mean, I picture Mr. Buggs in a situation to where he was sitting there with knife and fork, creating a plate to turn into a platform that was going to go to another level. And here he is again. He developed a formula and a system to achieve rapid success in 1997, which was 3 years later by him. Once you do something for so long, you can kind of step back and take a look at it. Then you have in 2009 record-breaking earnings and sales in the last 10 years. So here we are in 2020. My God, 2020. You're from 1990 to 2020 is a 10-year. I don't know anybody. I have not heard of anybody that in a 10-year span and also help accumulate and achieve and help 45 different people reach the millionaire status. That right there is some stuff that you probably want to turn off all the other distractions, get a pen and paper, and take some copious notes on what's about to take place here. So here you have a young man. He's 48 years old. He made a decision to go into the trenches and hang out there for a multitude of time, take money off the table, and go in there hungry because of his vision and his drive he took himself out of the equation and started doing it for the near future that I'm about to talk about. So in 2019, he founded Ibuumerang, launched his own company, something he said he'd never do, which is to go into the traveling company and go also in being self-employed. And then right now, we're in some areas like he started his own company, and the leadership team, Edward Haynes, the global master ambassador, was one of the first persons that teamed up with him as one of the distributors in the company. Then you got T. Gray, vice president of operation. This guy, met him in person in Chicago. Real laid back, reserved guy, but he got his game on point. You know, I'll put this team up with any team out here. These guys ain't playing. You got Mark Kickart, the VP of marketing, the different colors and the different things that you see in the structure of what you're seeing has all been laid out by Mark Kickart's team. Phenomenal. You got Lori Spears, the director of travel. And we're bringing these players on the field as we grow. So remember that statement. As we grow, we're 18 months old. As we grow, we'll be adding players to the team that's going to be second to none. And then you got David Manning, the CEO of Extreme Travel. We'll talk about that next because that's where the ball got started, at Peter Hurst being the chief giving officer. We also call him the connector. He was responsible for introducing David Manning and Houghton Bugs, and there you have a solid team of people. And looking at this team right here, this team of 7, you have over 160 years of experience in the industry that they perform today. So we're not a startup company, but we are a company that started, and we're taking things by leaps and bounds. Here we go. Our team created a concept to make the future of business easier. And the funny thing about business, it's whatever you call it. You're taking care of business. So when we grew up into society, we seen business one way. So we kind of leaned towards that one way. We seen business on different levels, and we made a decision whether or not we can climb the corporate ladder. And when we got up there, we found out it was leaning on the wrong building. So we're looking at business different. It's people doing a lot of hiring right now. And to my understanding, the hourly wage has went up close to $10 an hour. You know, and people are starting the hourly wage coming in the door at $11.95, things of that nature. Everybody looking for $15. You know, so you're looking for higher monthly payment to you for exchanging your time for money. That's called a job, just over broke. Wow. It's okay to have a job, but it's not okay to just have a job. You know, back in the day, we had a job and a hookup. That's what we called it. You know, whatever we did on the side of the job. Oh, I fix cars. Or I do painting. Or I sell weed. Today, those are jobs. Today, they're hiring at the weed plants, stores. It is amazing. But anyway, in today's economy, they took the word hookup and they changed it to what they call the gig economy. Now, that's called a gig. I mean, you got a 9 to 5, and then you got a gig on the side. It might be Ubering or Lyfting or Grubhub or, you know, Uber Eats. That's a gig on the side of a job. You know, and that's where today's society is at and has been going and will be going further into that, and we'll talk about it as we grow here. So let's look at the Priya. Wow, when I see this globe right here, I see vision. I see it rolling. I see it moving and growing in multiple areas. Priya, P-R-I-B, perpetual, meaning it's constantly on the move. Residual, and they're talking about residual income, meaning it's growing unlimited. And it's a builder, so it's building residual income perpetually. If I can use perpetually, I kind of changed that letters on the end, but it is so amazing. The pre-op, and some of you guys, Edgar, what is the pre-op? That is the greatest question. You see the little trademark on there? Because it is ours. I am one of the founders of the company. I'm so excited. And the pre-op is simple. Let me put you in the line of how simple it is. Are you familiar with Alexis? Alexis, turn the lights on at my home. Alexis, play that favorite song I like. Alexis, can you put the temperature on the oven at 350 degrees? So that means we're using technology to get things done in a growing field out here. Then you have Series. You can direct me somewhere on Series. You can even Google. Hey, Google, where am I? Hey, Google, switch my television channel. So I'm naming all of these sources. And here we have our own source. The pre-op is a source. We add things to the pre-op to make our life more convenient. And we created the pre-op just like Amazon created Alexa and Facebook or whatever those guys are, created Series and Google and all of those. They created sources to benefit them when we, the people, uses it. But the pre-op, we created this source so it'll be financially incentivized for you. And I'll share what I'm talking about. The pre-op assists you in doing what many have struggled to do in the past. Absolutely. As the pre-op, as you being a person sharing information, that's right, you share information to the point to where Facebook blew up and you was not paid. And when you shared your Facebook information, look at my pictures of my brand new baby. Look at my pictures of my baby birthday. Every year, Facebook reminds you by sending you pictures previously and give you the permission to share them again at no financial benefit to you. So here we have the pre-op that everything you're already doing, you can still do it, but be financially incentivized. The different things that you thought of and you shared it. You know, hey, I'm getting ready to go to the movie. And then you have friends and family meet you there. Did you get paid for that? Or did you think you could get paid for that? Absolutely. If you didn't think you could, but now you can. So here we have the pre-op doing all of the follow-up, doing all the selling. In this company here, we highly recommend you do not talk to your customer. And speaking of customers, we have over 800,000 that does not pay a dime. We'll talk about that later. So we got upselling, we got cross-selling. The pre-op does all of that. And then if you decide to create a team because you don't have to. Now remember, this is a group of people in a network under a new source that's giving you an opportunity to be financially incentivized on things that you're already doing. The only thing different in what you're doing now to what you can be doing now, you're not getting paid for what you're doing now until you move over into what's really working out here for you. So if you decide to create a team, the pre-op creates the welcome orientation, the training, the upgrading, the events, the retention, all of those things can be in the comfort and the privacy of your cell phone. And you can build a business from home. And it's funny, I do a lot of traveling. I don't go out to do business. I just do business while I'm out. So many tax write-offs. Let's keep it moving because I'm on a half a road here. Ibuumerang travel platform. Okay, we're not a traveling company. We have a pre-op, we have a source, and we need to start adding things to the source So you, the customer, can take advantage of the source at no cost to you and save. Wow. So if we look at Amazon, Amazon started out, which is very strategically smart. I commend them for this. Back in the day when they came out, they started with books. Wow. Books. Wow. They didn't start with books because they wanted you to be educated. They started with books to learn you. So if you pulled up a book on Amazon and start looking at different things like tools and nurse equipment and fishing equipment and different things of that nature, then they will start advertising the things that you are looking at, and they'll hit you right where you are. And what I love about Amazon, they'll stay right where you are per person. Because some of the things I look at, my children and family, they look at something different and they send them that according to what they're looking at. So what we did, we took it a step further. We hung out in the largest industry on the planet. Books is very large, but we took it a step further. We took it to the travel industry. We took our Priya and we added travel into it. That's where David Manning comes in at. He took his great idea of his 20 years of experience in the travel industry, as well as with Lori Spears, and we collaborated and added travel to the Priya. That's our front door. 12-month period, over 500 customers that don't pay a dime. And what took place there, travel is an $8 trillion industry. And look at some of the places. If you don't believe the hype, Google it. See how, remember Google, and I say it that way because it became what we made it. They came out with the name and we made it what it is today. That right there is something we created to launch and make somebody else financially incentivized. And we didn't even know that can be offered to us. But today, you are getting the information. And feel free to reach me anytime, any place, 258 313 686 4817. Let me give you that number again, 313 686 4817. Let's look at sales per day in the travel industry. But right before that, if you look at 8 trillion, it's not even 1 trillion people on the planet. So how could travel be an $8 trillion industry? And the best way to figure that out, let's look at 1 trillion. If I was to give you $1,000 a day until we reached $1 trillion, how many days would that take? Take your time, do the math, write it down, do the math later. But it took me a while, about 45 minutes or so. The number came up to over 200 years to reach 1 trillion. So here you have an $8 trillion industry, meaning that it's a lot of the same people doing a lot of traveling. Because here you have in Asia, it's a $6 billion a day industry. $6 billion a day. Then Europe, 4.8 billion. United States, 2.8 billion. And Latin America, 953 billion. Africa is $487 billion a day. That is amazing how we move around. I mean, far as rented cars and cruises and flights and renting RVs and renting, oh my God, there's so many areas of life. The Greyhound bus gets you there and all of those things. And here we have now these two people, these two companies, Booking Holdings and Expedia Group, they capitalized on this right here by offering prices and markups. So you got two companies out here that is giving people to permission to create their own booking, like bookings.com. These are advertising companies that's hanging out on these two platforms, booking.com, rentacars.com, Kayak. Any of those sound familiar? Agoga, Open Table, and Priceline. All of these companies, these are two companies. And the other 45 websites, it's multiple websites. Think about when you're looking to go somewhere. We go to these, like when I booked a flight earlier today, and I looked on my site, then I looked on what do you call it, cheapoflights.com, and I was looking for my flight to go to Vegas, and I saw all type of numbers. The funny thing about it, when I left one site and went to another, my information was there. So we have two companies holding down 45 other website owners promoting bells and whistles. Look at the money in the industry, $8 trillion. You don't think that you can sit in the middle of that and cause some type of parity to the point to where, okay, I tell you what, if everybody is coming to just us two, I need to have a meeting. So let me get these 45 teams together. Let me get these 45 website owners together and let them know y'all gonna have to juggle $5 here, $10 there, and everybody gets a turn per week, per day, or what have you, because we want to keep people coming to us. It's amazing, but that's how it is. So we offer the same inventory, and we pass the savings on to you. How can you pass me a savings? I shared it earlier, how if you're going somewhere with intentions to spend $100 and you get there and it's only $75 based on the site that you use and that we gave to you at no cost. There you save $25. That stays in your pocket. And because we save you $25, the person that gave you that site, they get half of that $25 savings from the source that we created, which is the Priya. And we'll talk about that later. Here, let's look at New York. 4.5-star hotel. Wow. Now, up there in the blue, you got the per night price, and this is on Expedia. $339 a night. On our site, right below that, same time frame, same date, same everything. In the green, you have $178 a night, which is $161 a savings per night. So let's look at you spending $350 a night for 5 nights. You hear that number. Now, if you're budgeting for that, and you take that there with that expectation, and you use our site, and instead of paying $350 a night, and I'm doing round numbers, let's say you pay $200. Wow. That's still a savings, right? So that money you saved per day for that week, you can actually use that on some of the excursions that you take while you're on whatever trip you might be on, especially these people that's flying and traveling for business. You can save, because some people fly and travel for business on a budget. And if you can actually save money, you can actually do more with the money that you put away to travel with. Just something to think about. Paris, France, 4-star hotel here on Travelocity. And normally when a person go abroad, they don't just go for 3 or 4 days. They go for 7 to 10 days, sometimes even 2 weeks. Now, per night, you hear at Travelocity, $440 a night. That's not bad for a 5-star, for a 5-star, But what if you can get that same 5-star for $130? Hashtag just different, because we made it our mission to go out and find the best for the best, which is you, the customer, because we're smarter than we used to be. So we're looking longer at the decision we need to make, and you got the top rent-a-car companies out there in New York renting cars for $392. Our price, same car, same time frame, everything, $221. So we have what you've been missing. We have that. You just wasn't informed. Now that you are informed, what are you going to do about it? Reach me, 313-686-4817. Access to a 5-star lifestyle at a 3-star price. Access. And here are some of our core services: hotels, rental cars, cruises, flights, homes, weeks. I booked Florida for Thanksgiving, me and my daughter, for a whole week. And oh my God, for the whole week in a beautiful resort, everything added to it for $365 for the week. Oh my God. That right there was amazing. And they had different prices for longer periods of time. The more time I wanted to stay, the cheaper it got. Now, the beautiful thing about this whole week, if I decided to come home early, I didn't lose anything. But even if you look at, let's say, $100 a night for a week, that's still $700. Wow. Additional lifestyle activities and rewards and savings. You got the wine clubs for those that like to, have crackers with their wine, or you got the gift cards, restaurant savings. I got on my counter at home, I got 2 restaurant gift certificates for $100 coupon to go to any restaurant, Red Lobster, any restaurant I want to go to. And they were only $11 a piece. It's shore excursions, theme parks. The tickets for Cedar Point were phenomenal. Outdoor activities, shopping rewards, worldwide travel, emergency travel services, meaning if you wanted to cover yourself for any hurt, harm, or danger, we even offered that at a savings, which is, I think it's like a flat $100 for the whole group to travel and enjoy their life, playing golf, all of those things. It's just amazing how we take care of you. And remember, all of this you offer to your friends and family provides you with comfortable income for you. You're financially incentivized to share your savings to others. The question is, do you boomerang? And right under that, it says, yes, of course you boomerang. You boomerang because the knowledge that you have and the choice that you're going to make. So, yes, I boomerang. Yes, I boomerang. Yes, I take advantage of something that I didn't know about on something that I was going to do anyway. So I was going out of town anyway, way before. We're only 18 months old. I'm sure you've been out of town a whole lot of times since 18 months ago. And then we have the pandemic. A lot of people are staying in the house. Bless your heart. But it's fine out here. It's fine out here. And that decision that I'm saying is personal. It's fine out here. Since the pandemic, I've probably been at least 7 different places on the plane. It's fine out here. And I'm going to leave that part right there. But yes, I do boomerang. And let me share why you should. Now, boomerang with a smart code is real simple. You generate a code on an online system. I'll send a code to you, text, email, however you receive it. And you can even get one of those iBoomerang.iGo squares that you can actually take a snapshot of, receive a code from a sender, which would be a travel saving ambassador. Activate your code on iBoomerang, iboom.com. Every active boomerang nourishes a child throughout the country, throughout the United States, throughout the globe. And up to date, we actually served 4.4 million proper servings of nutrition in just the last 12 months. So we set up to give back, and that's where Peter Hirsch comes in, to where he's the chief giving officer. He's a best-selling author. He's also been, he's a minister, and he just something about his heart. I had the opportunity to meet him and his wife, and we were on a $40 million yacht. The theme was The Great Gatsby. We had opportunity to stand there and pray with him, and he said he looked forward to seeing me on the stages of the world. That is amazing in itself. So let's move along on that. Travel saving bonuses in a nutshell. As a travel saving ambassador on this platform here, you would save up to 40%, 41%. Excuse me. As a customer platform that you don't pay a dime for, you save up to 20%. And knowing that a penny saved is a penny earned, as well as a penny earned is a penny saved. Now here you have a 5-star facility that's $1,046 across the table. But as a travel saving ambassador, you save $424. And as a customer, you save $212. A savings is a savings. You make the choice. If you want to be a travel saving ambassador and be financially incentivized to share information to the planet of people that's going to be traveling anyway. It's people on vacation right now as we speak. The beautiful thing about it, that's you and the blue travel saving ambassador. Bonus is $106. The customer saved $212. So the question is, Edgar, do the travel saving ambassador get $106 from the customer? $212? Of course not. That customer did not spend $212. They saved that. And because they saved $210, you, the travel saving ambassador, get 50. You get 100% of 50% of that, which is $106 in cash to you. 50% is paid to the referring ambassador as a direct travel saving bonus. Unlimited income. You're getting financially incentivized to share a platform to a person that's traveling anyway. Think about that. And here at that time, I could be reached. 313-686-4817. 313-686-4817. Now this part of the PREA being a source, that's just one of the verticals that we had. We added travel to the source, which is the PREA. So let's look at another vertical. One of the fastest growing segments of travel is the drive share industry. Just think about it. Look around. All you old, I would call all of us baby boomers. Look at what's taking place. Ride share. Bring me food. Bring me groceries. Bring me my pharmacy prescriptions. Bring me my grandchildren. Take my daughter back and forth to school. Everybody's looking to get a ride somewhere. Not buy a ride, get a ride. So that means you can grow up and never have driver's license and go everywhere. All you need is state ID. Wow. Think about how often, how long do your car sit in a 30-day period? Well, I drive every day. Yeah, but you drive from A to B. You get out of that car and that car sit. And you get in that car and that car go somewhere, take you there, and it sits. But that is so amazing. That's another vertical. So here we have travel in the lobby of the big old house that we have. The first vertical is Vibe Rides. Vibe Ride. We have our own rideshare company, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Choose your vibe. Let's elaborate on that a little. Here we have introducing Vibe Rides. That's right. Download the app. And it's already up, running, black-owned, debt-free. And I say black-owned because it is black-owned. And I say debt-free because we are debt-free. And yes, we are looking for drivers. Reach me here at 313-686-4817. We are looking for drivers. The next generation of rideshare. Now, here is 3 ways you can earn income. Wow. You can earn when you drive. You can earn when others drive. And you can earn when customers ride. Though we call it the D3. So that means you don't never have to drive. And you can earn income when others drive and when others ride. That means you can have a fleet of riders and a fleet of drivers. And every time they drive and ride and share that, and then the friends they share with drive and ride, you earn income. You're just being financially incentivized. That's all it is. You're getting paid. You know, I asked the Uber driver the other day, do you make money when you don't drive? He looked at me like I was saying some things that was foreign to him. And I said, it's out here. Well, what do you mean? That means you, as a Uber driver and a Lyft driver and all them other name driver companies, you can actually earn income when you don't drive. Wow. Reach me here at 313-686-4817. I'll share that information with you. Because when is it coming to Michigan? I don't know, but it's coming. So would you rather get on an airplane when it's in the air or when it's on the ground? That's right. We have a ground floor opportunity. And if you look at how this thing works, active income earned when you drive. Let's say a customer fare is $100 based on where they was going and what they were doing. You, the driver, make $75 of that. And if you gave that driver that 6-digit code to be a driver, you make $3. And if the rider, you shared that 6-digit code with that rider, you make $3 of that $25. So it's so amazing. It's just different. I mean, I couldn't put it any other way. And then naturally, if you're in a city or town that has taxes and tolls coming and going, that is totally separate because everybody have to pay that's in that area. That that just is what it is. But at the end of the day, you're financially incentivized for sharing information on something that you've been sharing and just not being financially incentivized. It's just different. It's just different. Drive passive model. Is so much income on it. You can reach me at 313-686-4817. We can talk about the income. It's also more ways to get paid. That's right. Remember, the Prib is a source, just like the sun. The sun is a source. So here we have the Prib, and we're adding different verticals all the time. So we'll be down your lane in things you like and things you do where you can be financially incentivized for doing them. And you can always save. It's funny when I talk about savings. You cannot call me to save. Hi, Edgar, we just wanted to save you on your auto insurance. I don't have a car. Hi, Edgar, we want to call you and save you money on your student loan. I don't have a loan. I'm not even a student. But the funny thing about it, soon we hang up on them or delete them and block them, we'll leave the house to save. I'm on my way out. You got 2 hours. I need to get there early. So I'm saving time. Went to my favorite gas station today. It was $1.95 versus $2.29, $2.30, things of that nature. It's just I'm looking to save. Home Depot open up at 6 in the morning, so I'm standing there at 5:45 to save time. We do it subconsciously. We do it because it works for our life. More ways. We added a couple weeks ago. We just added Bill Genius. Now with Bill Genius, I'm talking your bills. And it's a genius that takes place. You upload your bills and what they do, your Sprint bill, your Mishcon bill, your light bill, your monitoring home system bill, your cell phone bill, any bill you upload, they will negotiate that bill with that provider. And I relate this to you ever invested in a company that do a credit score thing for you? You've ever done that? When you pay a monthly fee for a company to negotiate the creditors to increase your credit score. They go straight to the source. So here we have Bill Genius that goes straight to the source on your behalf. Now what you do is upload your bills at no cost. And you put your charge card on file because Bill Genius have to get paid when he find a savings for you. And it's multiple testimonies on how much he saved different people. I just added Wi-Fi to my home. I'm waiting for that bill so I can upload a multitude of bills. And let's say you feel you're paying a fair price. Bill Genius will go to bat for you and negotiate that bill. And if there's no other savings in there, Bill Genius will send you a $25 to $35 to $40, sometimes $50 gift certificate just for saying thank you for choosing us. And they will monitor. I've never heard of this. I mean, I heard of it, but then technology showed up and paying somebody monthly to look out for you financially, you became financially incentivized to do it. Because I'm familiar with a debt company getting money monthly to negotiate with my lenders. Excuse me, he paid this bill off. You need to take him off your credit report. So now we're financially incentivized to upload our bills through a code in the Prib to go to bat for you to your sources. It's not like a network marketing company that changes your whole bill system. Okay, what happened to Mishcon? We changed it to WeGotYouFinancially.com. I'm not finna do that. So you're going to take my Sprint bill and you're going to call Sprint on my behalf at no cost to me? And because if Sprint come out with a sale, and they're not going to tell you. You just have to either catch the commercial or miss the email that she sent you, or somebody going to tell you about it. So Bill Genius is watching on your behalf at no cost to you. And then when they see Sprint come out with a savings, they'll reach out for Sprint on your behalf. They say, hey, I noticed you got ABCD. You need to give it to my client. And when they honor that, Bill Genius will email you and say, hey, I know you was paying on your Sprint bill a comfortable $35 a month. We found you a $8 savings per month times 12 months. Would you like that savings? Yeah. So what Bill Genius does, say you save $100. Bill Genius gets 50 and you save 50 because they hashtag just different. That's just another vertical we added to the Prib, which is the source. We also added another vertical, and it's called Zents. And since I've been hearing about this, I've been so excited. Zents is a mood enhancer based on the mood swings you might be suffering from, allergies and different things like that, depression, sleep deprivation, things of that nature. We have 3 different fragrances that you slip. If you think about it, it's almost like, lighting a candle and hanging out in a certain room. This technology here you can take Zents anywhere. And you just like if you've seen people wear the earring in the nose, not on the side of, but in it. But it's a clear device that you reach out to me 313-686-4817. I'll share that information with you. This right here is on the high end of technology, ladies and gentlemen. This right here is just an avenue of things to come. Remember, the Prib is a source. And we're searching daily with our leadership team on finding multitudes of things for those that need to get in the way of what's next. Let's move right along. Customer acquisition is talking about money, team building models, the dual team. You can get involved in the company. It pays up to 15%. Get one on your left, one on your right. After that, everybody else that comes in the business, whether you know them or not, falls either on your left or your right. How to get started, $49.95. And what you get with that, you get an Ibuumerang customer site on your cell phone. You get 5 boomerangs to send out, 25% direct travel saving bonuses, 25% of referral commission. You get an I Decide interactive presentation. This presentation you send out to a person will build and promote. You don't have to do any promoting. It's interactive. That means you'll send it to your friend, and they will watch it, and it will ask them certain questions, and it wouldn't move along until that person made a choice. Online business management team, it is so amazing. Select your membership package. Here we have a coach package, business class, and a first class. You see the prices below. Coach class, $250, plus the $49 will be $295. Then you got the business class. And what do you get with coach class? You get 10 boomerangs. You get 50% of the bonus privileges. You get up to 10% on the dual team. That means once you get one on the left, one on the right, then you start building a dual team. You know, you have access to the Prib. You have access to Vibe Rides. Business class is $500 plus the $49, which is $549. This is a one-time fee. You get 25 boomerangs. You get up to 100% on. Let me look at this and get a clearer vision, knowing that I should be having on my glasses. Bonus percentages, 100% of the bonuses percentages, up to 12% on the dual team, access to the Vibe Rides, things of that nature. A first class, that's the only way to go. Get in the way of this thing. You get 50 boomerangs, 100%, up to 20% for the first 30 days on the dual team. And that's $1,049. When I came in at, I think I was 58 years old. I didn't have a choice to come in at $1,000 because I didn't have $1,000 at 58 years old. And something is wrong with that. But anyway, that's another story. Thank you. Let's get started. I mean, to reach me is to reach me. And closing with a disclaimer that if it's something you've seen here, reach me at 313-686-4817. Let's get started. And remember, vividly visualize yourself as the person you want to be and enthusiastically achieve your goal. Good night, peace, good day, good morning. We're here.
You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit.
Calling all entrepreneurs, backed by popular demand. That's right, the Coffee Man Show has launched a brand new series, 15 weeks of Ibuumerang training, starting August 6th, every Thursday to November 12th, from 6 to 7 p.m. Come get in the way of this information by giving him a call at 313-686-4817. That's 313-686-4817. Starting August 6th, every Thursday to November 12th, the Coffee Man Show.